It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, December 26th. I'm Michael Groff. A warming trend to start out the week. Temperatures climbing up to near 70 by midweek, Wednesday, Thursday time frame. And then a potential return to unsettled weather, maybe some rain just in time for New Year's Eve. And then 2017 looks to start out very chilly. So let's talk about it as we look out there this morning. Clear skies here in the valley. It's cold out there. Many of us down in the 30s. Right now at Sky Harbor Airport at 5:15 a.m., checking in at 37 degrees, dew point 35, relative humidity 93%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around south central Arizona and across the metro area right now, 33 the cool spot at Maricopa. Many of us, though, in the valley, mid-30s to low 40s in the warmest spots. On the satellite picture, not much in the way of clouds to talk about here in south central Arizona. A few clouds in northern Arizona right now. And you see some clouds off the Southern California coast. We'll talk about what's up with that in just a moment. On the watch warning map, blizzard warnings continue for the Dakotas through the midday and early afternoon hours. Also some winter weather advisories up there. Wind advisories for much of Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Iowa. And winter weather advisories for New England today. On the convective outlook, there's a marginal risk of severe weather today for places like Little Rock and Hot Springs, Arkansas, Jonesboro. Otherwise, thunder possible from the Texas Gulf Coast all the way up into eastern Michigan. So let's talk about our weather and get into those warming trend details as we take a look at the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. And a couple of big features stand out to you. First of all, a big ridge over the east, 588 ridge over Florida. So much of the East Coast experiencing very warm conditions. Here in the Southwest, that is a low cutting off from the main flow off the Southern California coast that will continue to dive south today and tonight. Not going to affect our weather. Some clouds across Southern California today, but we will start to see that warming trend. Easterly winds at the surface will help to warm us up today. A little bit of a breeze this afternoon. High temps, low 60s under a mostly sunny sky. Tonight, clear, not quite as cold. Lows mid-30s to low 40s. Tomorrow, we're mostly sunny. High temps, mid to upper 60s. On Wednesday, we could get to near 70. And Thursday, I think it's very likely we're in the lower 70s. As that upper low finally starts to make headway toward the northeast. And we'll see some increasing clouds, I think, on Thursday, but we should stay dry for much of the day. Maybe a small chance of rain near the international border. And then this is Friday, and that low starts to move northeast, and you see another pretty progressive cold shortwave feature sliding down the west coast to join up with that. And depending on how much moisture this thing brings on in here, that could also play a role in how that next shortwave feature interacts with it. But for now, Friday looks like we're going to be partly sunny, a slight chance of showers in here. The models are probably underplaying the amount of moisture that this cutoff low will generate. But for now, we're not going to get crazy on the forecast. A 20% chance of showers. Cooler temps too. Highs backing down into the mid and upper 60s. Then Saturday. That short wave really digs down, closes off into a low, deepens pretty rapidly. The GFS very consistent in calling for at least a chance of showers in here for Saturday. Very much like Christmas Eve, a cold system coming on through and could be a fairly dynamic system as well. So the potential for rain, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm, certainly not out of the question. For now, though, just a 30% chance of rain. Highs upper 50s to low 60s. This is 11 p.m. New Year's Eve. So you're getting ready for those New Year's Eve festivities, wherever you might be outdoors. Probably not a good night to do that if this verifies. But again, understand there's been a lot of model inconsistency out here. So for right now, even though that looks like a very wet forecast, we'll just say a 30% chance of rain for New Year's Eve. And temperatures will cool off into the 40s to low 50s. New Year's Day probably starts out wet, but then we'll start to see decreasing clouds and drier conditions coming in here late in the day. High temps mid to upper 50s. Then this is a week from today, Monday, January 2nd. And wow, some very cold air across central Canada, backsliding through the Intermountain West. And another shortwave feature looks to dive down the west coast. But this is mostly going to come over land, so it looks like we stay dry. Cool temps continue, highs only in the mid to upper 50s. This is Tuesday, January 3rd, and again, the flow of air coming straight out of the Bering Sea, down the west coast of North America and here into the southwest states. So you know we're going to be cold. High temps would only be in the low to mid 50s if this verified, but we would stay dry, and then this is the end of the forecast period, Wednesday, January 4th. And again, cold and dry. The latest deterministic GFS here has a high of just 50 degrees on Wednesday, January 4th. Not sure it gets that cold, but the idea of a much colder weather pattern is looking a bit more likely. Temperatures through the period for now looks like a good warming trend for this week. The GFS ensemble says 74 on Wednesday. Not sure it's quite that warm. Then by the new year and into 2017, we are colder and perhaps much colder than the temperatures that you see here. And that is a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video here by tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great Monday.